Malcolm says hi. What are you afraid of? Ooh. It's like SCTV. Remember the old SCTV with John Candy as the horror host? And you ever see it? You probably don't know what I'm talking about. And he's like,
Mackenzie Brothers.
Yeah, would you like some milk? Phil has no idea what I'm talking about. Oh, we got to show that to you. Yeah, that was great. So one viewer so far.
I'm very aware of SCTV, but I've never actually seen it. It was like Canadian Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, exactly. It was the equivalent of the Canadian SNL. Right. And, like I was telling you, it had all the John Candy and Joe Flaherty and Rick Moranis.
And Eugene Levy.
Eugene Levy. Yeah, that was it. That was all.
I'm Bob. This is my brother Doug.
Yeah, right.
Rick Moranis, yes. Right.
CC's watching us. How do we sound, CC? Okay. We got 1 minute on the show, so I think we're going to get started. And I'll start with the, I got to get this. Hi, everyone, behind the scenes. Okay. I'm going to turn off the mic on this. And let's see, we got 1 minute to start the encoders.
Hello, everybody. Is that Barney from...
Sound is good on Facebook, yeah, so we're good there. I just have to get the encoder up. Turn off autoplay. Okay, turning off auto DJ. I don't know if I should do that first or last. Starting encoders. And I guess we'll start with the theme song. We're about there. So just let us know how we're doing, CC. All right, 6 o'clock. All right, looking good. It's encoding and archiving, so we're good.
Yay.
Theme song's going.
Yep.
Let us know if it's going, CC. All right, we got it. We're up.
Great.
For all those on Facebook, go over to the Parax Radio to hear the actual show. This is the behind-the-scenes Facebook look.
That's right.
Yeah. All right.
Actual show's over there.
Yeah. Actual show's over there. Queuing. 15 seconds. 4, 3. It's First Friday.
Again, First
I
Friday.
know. We were just saying how quickly it happened.
I know.
Yeah. And we're back.
Yes. I feel like we were just here.
I know. It was like a month ago.
Yeah.
And, we're back. I'm back. You're back, and Tom's over here.
Yeah, I'm back.
Tom's hanging out.
And Tom's back.
Yes. And we're also broadcasting on Facebook.
That's right.
For those who want to jump in. And those who are on Facebook watching us talk, if you want to hear the content on the show, you have to open a tab to the Parax Radio Network. I put up a link, and you just open up another tab and jump back into Facebook and watch us, and you can hear us usually in the background. But it's www.paraxradionetwork.com. And we're here. And this is kind of episode 51.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
episode 51.
Haunted Hudson Valley.
Quasi, episode 51.
Yeah, pretty much. And
Hudson Valley.
It's an episode. I mean, the last one was good. Okay, Phil, you gotta get closer to your mic. They can't hear you. There you go.
Oh, they can't hear me. Okay.
Yeah, they were having trouble. And Phil's very laid back. I'm very like dominant, so he's got to get closer to the mic.
Yes, I gotta get
and if he's still some trouble, I'll turn him up.
I'll lean forward.
He'll lean
They
forward.
can probably hear me now.
Right, I think so. Right. Yeah. And CC will let us know. So this is episode 51. How are you, Phil?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm hanging out.
They have great 4th of July.
Right? Yeah, very nice.
Overall holiday.
Allison and I.
And
she has that 2-week break from school. Mm-hmm. So we drove to the Hudson Valley.
That's right.
We were up there for 3 days.
Right.
We started one morning, and we drove up to about Socrates, which is just below the Catskill City. And we stayed there the first night, and that was mostly hiking, you know, and seeing the waterfalls. We saw the Catskill waterfalls, which was a death-defying feat itself, because it's the mountains, so they have a very small parking lot.
Right.
And everybody drove down there, and they were all driving crazy. By the way, if you live in New York, learn to drive. For the love of the gods, please. It's just... but
Or better yet, don't even own a car.
Yeah, don't even own...
Just take public transportation.
The terrible thing was, we weren't much better, because GPS was going in and out.
Yeah.
And we had no idea.
It does it up there.
So my wife was the one who was slowing down at every turn, ticking off all the drivers behind us. So
how many horns were blown?
Oh, it wasn't totally their fault. I have to admit, we were antagonizing them.
Oh, you were, okay.
Yeah, so joining us on Facebook...
You know, when people blow their horn at me, I tend to go slower.
You tend to go slower,
just
yeah.
to aggravate them.
Right.
You know?
Joining us on Facebook is my friend Nani, Shannon Runelander, Paxton Lee, who just designed some very nice T-shirts for Para X Radio, and they're going live for sale soon. You know, so definitely check that out. Will's here. My buddy D. Alexander Ward, Rebecca Brumble, our lady and mistress at Para X Radio.
Right.
And Lisa Menetti, who was on the show.
That's right, she was.
Yeah, women horror authors, remember?
Yeah, I know.
She wrote The Box Jumper, which was
right.
really quite good. And like I said, if you want to hear the show too, because you can't really hear the content over Facebook, you got to open up a Para X Radio tab with Facebook. I looked into it. I tried to figure out how to, you know, get it to work over, and it just, Sam Broadcaster and Facebook just weren't working. Anyway, so we've got some ghost stories tonight from the Hudson Valley that I've sort of brought down with me, and there'll be many more.
Right.
And you recorded this one. This is one I collected from West Point.
Yeah, this one's pretty good.
And it's a popular, it's probably their most famous ghost story. And I'm calling it, you know, I sort of renamed it Crusher, named after the ghost that was on there. But I figured we'll start with this. We start with the ghost story on episode 51, Haunted Hudson Valley, at What Are You Afraid Of Horror and Paranormal Show at www.whatareyoufraidofpodcast.com, where you can see our awesome archive of ghost stories. And we'll start out with a ghost story tonight. This is Crusher. I recorded this, and I wrote this and researched this.
And I narrated it.
Yeah. On Para X Radio. Thanks for joining us, and this is Crusher. All right.
Nice.
Very good. Crusher.
Yeah, you're going. We have 3 minutes and I'll run some promos.
Sounds like a name of a crazy band, like a punk band.
It was.
Crusher.
And for those on Facebook, they're still watching us, you can hear the ghost story. Just open up a Para X Radio tab on your browser and leave this one open too, and you should be able to hear the content, or if you want to hear us, or whatever you're doing. You know, this is a behind the scenes kind of thing, and you know, we got some cool stuff going on. Oh.
How many people are in there? I'm trying to
Oh, they're building up, and they'll be coming in and out all night. So
nice.
Yeah. But I should leave I should leave open the window so I can see the show and the ghost story queuing down.
Right.
Yeah.
That would help. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Malcolm's here, everyone. Well,
Yes.
Malcolm Net. This is the alternative Malcolm, because he's getting a little too fragile to travel. So I've got to bring Malcolm Net. You know, he's Malcolm Net based on Fringe.
What do you mean the alternative Malcolm?
Well, you see, the original Malcolm's getting a little bit worn.
Oh.
And so I don't always take him out. So I have a sort of stand-in
Oh,
for public appearances.
He's a second. I thought you only had one.
No, he's the second, because if I keep taking him out, he's going to wear down and break, and I can't have that. I'd be heartbroken. So
Oh yeah, you don't.
we've got Malcolm Net.
Did you get them the same time?
No, I got him from a few years later from...
But it's like the same exact.
same one, yeah. It's the same Beanie Baby.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's the traveling Malcolm. You know, like the president has a stand-in?
Right.
This is the stand-in for
It's a
Malcolm.
doppelganger. Right?
Yeah, but I call him Malcolm Net based on Fringe, because there was Walter, and then there was his alternative from the other universe, Walter Net.
Okay.
You know, so-
I've never seen Fringe.
Oh, Fringe has got loaned the DVDs if my wife will let me.
You have them?
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. Hey, Paxton says hello. Oh, and Darcy's here. Hello, Darcy. She's coming on the show next week.
Oh, nice.
We'll talk about that tonight, yeah. So
Very cool.
We got 1 minute and 40 on this, and then I'm going to play a couple of promos, and then we'll jump back into it, and I can talk about my trip to the Hudson Valley,
That's
which
very
should be
cool.
a lot of fun. We're here at Comic Zen in Lansdale, PA for First Friday. It looks like things are picking up out there.
Yeah.
You know,
We'll
things
start
are...
to crowd the streets a bit.
At least it's not the first. At least it's not cruise night. Oh my God!
Oh, I know you.
That would have been
yeah.
insane.
When you said cruise line, I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's what
boy.
they said. It's cruise night, and it's not really.
Who told you that?
That's what it says on their website.
Oh.
It said, "Join
Is
us
that
for
a
cruise night tonight." It's not really
Is
cruise
that a
night.
mistake? Or?
No,
that's
it's
not
just
until like September.
Yeah,
they
like
call-
August, September, right?
Well, they stopped doing it, I think, because they've had so many problems in the past, and now they're just calling tonight cruise. That's what it says on the website. And so apparently the cars are parked and they're going to cruise. So that's
Okay,
cruise
well,
night.
hey,
Well, we're
well.
cruising.
Yeah. Hell's yeah.
We're
you.
cruising.
I think the cruise
1955
night is just
Chevy.
the show cars that are out there.
Right.
They do that every first Friday. I mean, I've seen them a couple times, but I guess they labeled it, and I don't know. Who
Right.
knows? Who knows?
They actually do have a cruise night where everybody
Yeah.
meets back here. And
It's a big night too. That's what we were kind of like. Phil was worried about parking. He's doing a barbecue and going to fireworks tonight,
Yeah.
Ambler, and it was kind of like.
I wouldn't even care, but I'm actually basically
No,
running,
you
I'm running
hosted.
the whole show.
I was kind of like, well, Phil, if you need to leave early or something, I'll just run that. But I think you'll be fine.
Yeah,
You'll
I'll be
good.
all right.
And I got reservations over at Young's.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
What time?
7:30.
Okay.
So I'm taking off. So we've got, it's queuing out, running quality warning. I ran out a little too early, but oh well. I forgot I put a jingle on the end of that.
Right. No worries.
Yeah, we'll survive it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
2, 1.
Running comics in. I did it again.
I gotta make up a Calvin Press promo so we can run it like a commercial.
Yeah.
Kind of like that promo.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking you should.
I mean, I'll do the whole thing and I'll give it to
Yeah,
you.
that'd be great.
Yeah. Kind of cool. 30 seconds.
Yeah. My hands are a little shaky tonight. I'm not feeling the best, so I'm kind
They
of.
don't feel good.
Yeah, well, we'll do fine though. I apologize. I hit the wrong button and it started playing the promo.
That's all right.
You lose practice with Sam Broadcaster. Okay, cueing jingle. We're back. We're back live.
Whether you like it or not.
Remember, lean close to the mic there. All right, so how's everyone doing out there? We got some people joining us on Facebook, hanging out. They're sharing our video. Thanks, guys. Darcy Ort is watching the video. We have an appointment with her next Tuesday
Yeah.
over Skype. We'll work that out. But she wrote Haunted Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great source of folklore, and she's going to come on the show and talk about ghost stories of Philadelphia, and she's given us permission to turn a few of them into recorded episode,
That's gonna be
stories.
great.
It's going to be really fantastic. I mean, it's a great book, and it's probably the definitive work on ghost stories
Yeah.
in Philadelphia.
And we're gonna do a 2-parter, right?
Yeah, I think so.
is there a website for that?
Yeah, I'll get you a link. Yeah, and there's a Facebook site. We'll put it up on the Oh, she did Haunted Maryland. Oh, we got to get that.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's another show.
nice.
Fantastic, Darcy. Thank you. And she was also just at the St. Mike's Fair, which I got you to go down to.
I was there too.
Yeah.
Which night was she there? Because I was there.
I'm not sure. I know it was a little
Yeah.
later, but she went down, and I was surprised she lived so close. And going to St. Mike's Fair has always been a big thing for me.
First
since
time I
was
ever
young.
went.
And I got you to go, and you
Yeah,
loved
you
it.
did. I did like it. Yeah, and then I stopped at the
JoJo's, right.
Yeah, after never been there either.
Yeah, it's just one of the best.
They were
ice cream
literally
places.
shining the lights out on us.
Mhm, and you came down
when we pulled in.
Right.
And we were like, "Oh, you're still open?" And they're like, everything's closed, but if you want soft serve, you can't have it. But anything else is fine. So,
Right. That you got to get a milkshake.
So I ended up getting the no, I got the banana ice cream.
Banana ice cream, very
Which I've
good.
never had banana ice cream in my life, but that was amazing.
Very, very good.
What did you have when you went?
Oh, I always get a coffee milkshake.
A coffee milkshake.
Yeah.
You should switch it up next time you go.
Get a banana.
Try it. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed.
Well, excellent.
Yeah.
So we were just up in the Hudson Valley. Like I said, we were up in Socrates, which is right by the Catskills. We spent the first day there. My wife and I like to travel. Like we're not people who can rent a beach house and sit there for 5 days. go insane.
Yeah.
So when she has the time, because she's in school, obviously.
Maybe when you're 60, you'll do that.
Yeah, I doubt it.
No, not even when. Okay.
Yeah, I doubt it. So we went up to Socrates and stayed the night there, and we hiked and went to Katuskill Falls. And the next day, we went down to Cold Spring, which is beautiful. I mean, it was like going to New Hope, but it's bigger, right on the Hudson River there instead of the Delaware River. And that night, we went to go see. Let me make sure I'm getting all the names right and all that. We went to go see the Hudson Valley Shakespeare Company perform Twelfth Night, which was just incredible. I mean, first we had this lovely picnic on the grounds, and we hung out for a bit there and drank a cup of wine, or a glass of wine, looking out on this beautiful vista of the Hudson Valley. I mean, it was just gorgeous. And it's the Hudson Valley Shakespeare Festival, the HVSF. It's their 31st season, so they've been doing this for 31 years. And it's over at the Boscobel House and Gardens up in Garrison, New York, where they closed the liquor stores early, we found out.
Right.
And you can go over and check out their website at hvshakespeare.org. And I got the tickets. We saw Twelfth Night. And it was I mean, they were good actors, very good actors, who had been on television shows in New York, like Law & Order.
Oh, really?
And a lot of them were on HBO shows. And Mary Bacon, who played Maria, was just in the new pilot for The Mist.
Okay.
You know, so she played Mary, and I especially loved the character of Sir Toby Belch, played by Kurt Rhodes. And Sir Toby, of course, is the Falstaff character. He's the freeloading goofball who, you know, he's a drunkard. He's an ex-soldier. And it was just incredible. And, of course, he's running around with Sir Andrew, who's a sort of little tag-along. Okay. And they played the Falstaff-type characters that are very common in Shakespeare plays. And it was just such a beautiful performance. We're sitting under this white tent, and it's got a sand theater, you know, floor. And they were all wearing just kind of common outfits, like suit jackets and dresses. And, of course, they all like boots on to run around in the sand. It was just really, really amazing. And I want to give a shout out. They do such a great job up there. Go get tickets before they're done this year. They're also doing a couple of other things, like Pride and Prejudice they're doing a performance of. And my wife and I just had a beautiful night there.
Nice.
Now, have you seen any Shakespeare plays? You ever go up to?
No, I've never seen a Shakespeare play.
Okay, we gotta go.
Yeah, I definitely want to go.
I'm taking.
You know what? Speaking of, what you were just saying, I'm going to do a short film about liquor stores being closed. It's a horror story.
It is a horror story.
A short horror film about getting a liquor store and thinking it's open and it's just not.
We got there
and trying to find other ones
and realized that you could bring wine with you, and it's something they don't really talk about on the website because they want you to buy their wine. So my wife's like, we should have brought sparkling wine. And I'm like, well, hon, you know, this is New York. There's a liquor store around every corner.
Right.
But they close at like 5 on Sunday night, so we had to eventually buy wine. And they don't start serving alcohol till 10 a.m. On Sunday morning, so we had a brunch that morning in Cold Spring at a wonderful place. But the Hudson Valley is notorious for its ghost stories.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we'll have many on the show. In fact, we just did the one from West Point.
Steeped in history. It's
yeah.
very old, right? I mean, it's one of the oldest places in the country.
I visited West Point.
Okay.
We stopped off. I wanted to go see Fort Putnam, which is the one that we talked about with the star. You know, it's one that guarded Hudson Valley River and the Hudson River, but it was only open on Fridays and Saturdays.
Yes, you didn't make it?
No, we couldn't get there. We were going up on a Monday, and we were kind of stopping at places on the way down. And West Point is a functioning military base and training service. So we went to the military museum instead, and let me tell you, that place is haunted. Haunted by the soul. Felt.
Okay.
You see shadows in the corner, the castles, that kind of thing. And of course, we did Crusher, which is the story you recorded, which is based on, I mean, it's their most infamous ghost story. In fact, Ed and Lorraine Warren investigated it and said, don't put anyone else in that room.
Okay.
And they don't know who's haunting it. They think, and there's always theories.
Right.
You know, somebody who died in a fire, or a Confederate spy who was hung. There were a lot of spies hung in the fields there. So it has a lot of ghost stories there. And these are professional soldiers who depend on their integrity. They're not making this stuff up.
Right.
You know, so I'm sure we'll have more ghost stories there out of West Point.
Yeah.
As I collect them and rewrite them, we'll talk to people. So it was a good event. We've got another ghost story coming up from the Catskills which I recorded, which is actually a very old legend that should get more notice,
Right.
and it doesn't.
I was in Wildwood a few days ago.
Yeah, right. You were over.
And you were in Ocean City.
We were in Ocean City.
Yeah, we were in Wildwood. And I actually wanted to do a ghost tour, like a ghost walk tour
Yeah.
that night, but I couldn't find any.
No, they don't really.
Yeah.
In the summer, no. 4th of July weekend, no. They kind of start going and you
I
know.
know Cape May has them.
Yeah, Cape May is pretty good for ghost tours,
Yeah.
but in the summer they run once a week.
Right.
You know, one of the places we stopped at was Terrytown.
Okay, you're right. Yeah.
We wanted to see Terrytown. And it seemed like a nice place to get dinner, to stop on the way home. We were already exhausted. We were traveling the traffic. We were right outside. It's right outside of New York City.
Cool place, but then, I mean, I haven't said to you, definitely a place that you need to go
In
during October.
As we discovered.
Right. Yeah.
As we discovered, because we went to Terrytown, and then we went down to Sleepy Hollow. We walked there,
No.
and it was nothing. You know, another childhood fantasy destroyed. There were no headless horsemen.
No, there wasn't.
We didn't even get to the cemetery. It just, I mean,
There's a plaque. There's
Yeah, there's a plaque.
There's a plaque that commemorates where the bridge was that inspired Washington Irving to write it. But
Right.
the bridge is gone, though.
Well, that's what I was talking to people was they actually don't know specifically where the bridge was. It could have been one of 6.
Okay.
So it's a little bit show
Right,
business.
Right.
Have you been to Terrytown, Tom?
No, I haven't.
Don't. No, I wouldn't. I mean, unless you go up in October, and he's right.
Yeah,
October is
I
beautiful.
think it's mostly like Salem in October.
Right.
They have the stuff during Halloween in Salem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Right.
the only attraction that I know of as far as like Terrytown is for those people who actually watched the original Dark Shadows series in the '60s. That's where the house is located in Terrytown, New York.
Oh, wow.
So there actually is a big mansion that's there that they use for outside shots, but inside it was mostly Hollywood. But the outside shots, it's the
Right.
building is actually there, and so it's
Barnabas Collins.
yes.
You know, the great Barnabas Collins, and that wonderful. There was, you know, my mother loved Dark Shadows, and I was trying to explain it to people today, and I'm like, Dark Shadows for my mom was the Buffy the Vampire Slayer of now.
Right.
You know, that was the same kind of feeling they got from it when they were younger. And I liked Buffy. I mean, I liked Angel better
Right.
as a sort of a gothic horror show. But yeah, so I did not know that was in Terrytown. And you know, it has some very nice areas. But like I said, I wouldn't go up until...
Yeah, definitely October.
Like, you go to Gettysburg. Gettysburg is always haunted Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's a ghost tour on every
Every corner, man.
every corner, yeah.
And in between.
But Terrytown gets scary in October. Otherwise, it's just more of a, you know, urban sprawl,
Right.
which is what it ended up being. So,
I might take a trip up this October.
yeah, well, get your tickets now.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
told, is get your tickets now because it fills up.
Yep.
Well, guess whose birthday? Well, it's his birthday today for us, but he lives in Great Britain, so it was his birthday yesterday. David Walton.
Right. Yeah.
David Walton turned 23 today.
Nice.
No, he actually turned a lot older. You know, that was happy birthday, David Walton. But he's our British folk singer. He's done a remarkable amount of stuff for us, which is, you know, I mean, he came along in the beginning and helped make this show really special. You know what I mean? I mean, David's done so much folk music for us, and he's been so good to us. So we're gonna play a new song of his tonight. He's been doing some more folklore for us. I mean, it's not exactly horror, but it's creepy, it's a little sadistic, and it's called The Cruel Ship Carpenter, that he recorded and organized, and it's just really fantastic. And thanks, everyone. Stay with us. We're on till 7. We are at Comic Zen at First Friday Cruise Night in Lansdale, PA, which I'd call Philly. Yeah, we're in Philly. We're Philly hard.
Yeah, it's suburbs of Philly.
Right, basically. And we will be right back, and we're going to play that song from David Walton, wishing him a happy birthday or belated birthday or whatever you want to, you know, call it.
Cool.
Okay, so we got to... I'm playing Fun Composing, and then we'll start the song. Yeah, let me get this up. I just needed to cue it and find it.
I want to mention this. When I was in Wildwood,
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah, we'll go back to it.
there was. No. I just
You wanna look it up?
Well, I got his business card here. Okay. Because I think he's listening to the show.
Oh.
He said he would. I mean, and he expressed interest in being interviewed on the show.
Oh, excellent.
He's a singer and entertainer. I mean, he's not like, ghost hunter or anything.
Well, we always need indie
Yeah. Uh huh.
indie music.
And he's very good. And
Oh, excellent. Yeah, that's
This is his car. I was talking to him for a while.
okay. Check it. So he's songwriter. Let's.
He was playing this live patio. We were out. He was on the boardwalk.
Where was it at? What
It was
place?
at Captain Jack's.
Okay, sure.
On the patio. They had a big patio.
Yeah.
And he was performing. He performed like 3 hours. Yeah, it was
Yeah, I
pretty cool.
imagine he would have to. Yeah, let's get him on. Let's get some original stuff from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, go ahead. You can send me the email. I was just putting it on my stuff.
No, because I want to talk about it. I don't want to get his name wrong. So.
Put it in front of me there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is that your book?
Which one? Yeah, this is Mercy.
Yeah, I saw that on your Facebook page.
You can take a look if you want. I brought it up in case some people were talking about coming up and
Can I
getting
see that
copies.
one at 19 Valley?
Yeah, sure. This is on one of the books I picked up. I picked that up in Socrates.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Condition change.
Well, so when I research the folklore, I never plagiarize. Like
Right.
we don't read
Right.
copyrighted material, which is a really gray area because you're collecting folklore, but then you're writing it in your words.
Right.
So it's your work, but I use a lot. Like I'll use multiple sources, and then compose my own version.
It's a gray area, but it's
Yeah, but
it's
once it's been
you're not ripping off the dialogue or the
right. No, I'm
prose
there's
in
not
any way,
one
so.
same sentence in the whole thing. I'm just using multiple sources and composing my own work and talking to people too.
Right.
You know, and it's just sorry. Okay, so 22 seconds, and I'll play David Walton's Cruel Ship. Just wanted to play fun composing there. I love that one for the summer. You know.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got, so it's 7, 6, 4, 3, and then queuing out. There we go. Okay, Ship Carpenter's on. That's 4 minutes. So I'm not sure how time's gonna go, but I've also got something from Willy Boo
Okay.
queued in case we need it.
Okay.
You know, you never know how these things are gonna work.
Right. It works for me then.
Yeah.
You know.
But David did this for us, and it's his birthday.
That's cool.
So I wished him a happy birthday on the site and put up some links to his music. That's pretty good. So let's see here. We got, people are in. Allison's watching. Alex is
Allison.
watching. Yeah, Allison's over at.
Oh, she's watching.
She's over at Abyss on her laptop watching us. You know.
Can they hear us on there?
Yeah, they can.
Okay. 'cause
They can hear us right now. This is the behind the scenes.
Right. But during the show, they have to switch over.
They have to switch over. At least listen to it in the background. I'm afraid I can't really fix that. I'll find some way to work around.
I'm
it.
sure there's a way. It's just
Right.
you just gotta figure it out. Basically.
That was a little bit low there. I brought that back up. I might have to fix that in the re-edit, but okay. Yeah, I don't know why that suddenly got low. Weird. That's okay. I caught it.
Yeah.
Yeah. CC's hearing it. Okay. Yeah, but the Sam Broadcaster, if you don't use it a lot, you start forgetting how to use it, and since we do recorded shows, I don't use it then. So it's just something we gotta I practice before we do the show. And I'll sit there and work it out. No, Darcy's coming on. We'll get 2 shows with her and 1 recording, and I'll get some of her work recorded. And then I'm talking to Katrina Weidman, who's on location right now, and
Nice.
she's planning on coming on. That'll be incredible. I'm getting 3 shows out of her. Yeah, that'll be incredible. She's just, you turn on, A&E, one of their sub channels, and
right.
it's the Katrina show,
Right.
all the time.
Yep.
This would be great to have her.
That's gonna be great.
Wonderful.
But I definitely wanted to plug the Shakespeare Company. They did such a nice job. Let me queue up some promos. I'll do a Parax promo next. We are obligatory.
These
And then I'll play David's first because he gave me this ad and to help him support his music. And whenever I play a song, I want to.
he's pretty young. He's like 23.
Yeah, no, I see it. He's trying to build a career.
Yeah.
This is exactly the kind of person we want.
Yeah.
To
Can
support.
even maybe tap into do some music.
Yeah, sure. We PAX My friend Max designed a pair of X shirts.
Right.
And they're going live now, so that worked out.
Perfect.
Yeah, alright, so
It was cool earlier today. Now it's warm.
yeah, well, it was darker and rainier.
You know what? I'll take this though over the rain because you know
Yeah.
the whole plans tonight would be a washout.
Yeah, I know, your barbecue. Mr. Grillman.
And the yeah and the fireworks. There's fireworks in England.
Yeah, right. That's strange they're doing them tonight.
Yeah, they didn't do them. The carnival didn't start till the 4th, and it's going till tomorrow night. But the fireworks are tonight.
Right. All right.
Yeah, they're doing it late this year. Usually it's not like that. For whatever reason, they decided to push them back.
Right.
But hey, fireworks are fireworks.
Shane's doing in the chat room tonight. I guess it's a beautiful night, but we got people listening to us all over the world, I'm told. So
Nice.
that's good. They're rebroadcasting this at 9 anyway.
Right.
All right, David Walton ad running.
Cool.
He does so much for us, and he recorded an ad to support his music. So definitely got to support him. Okay. I ran that Facebook ad today too for the last 2 days, and I think that really brought in a lot of attention.
Oh yeah.
Because I focused it on Philadelphia and the area,
Right.
So it got a bunch of shares and likes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll check that out when I get home.
Yeah, it came out pretty well. I just did a simple version of Philly's horror show. That's kind of what I'm calling us.
Philly's premier horror show.
Yeah, we're Philly's premier horror show. There are no horror shows in Philly.
It's the only one, right?
All right, 2 seconds running promo.
Does Mary Wilson Good count as a horror show?
Yeah, check that out. So we're running, and then we'll come back after the promo.
Why are you going back a ways?
Well, they don't call him Bad Wilson for nothing.
Brendan Shoreland, CC.
Yeah, that was
84, 85, 86.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, so what he does.
There's kind of people that kind of makes me wonder what ever happened to what happened to him.
Where's he at? Yeah. I mean, I get it. Right. I'm sure I think he got out of politics, right?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah. I mean, if he's, I think he's still alive.
Remember, speak close to the mic.
Mm-hmm.
We got 25 seconds.
Okay. Fox, you're wrong. We got 21 seconds.
Yeah, it's been that kind of night.
No, I'm wrong. We got 15 seconds.
Everyone's wrong.
Coming back on to Brendan. Incredible performer. Brendan Shoreland. That's his second life persona where I met him. But it's David Walton. And we'll post links up to his... I got a link up to his music up on the What Are You Afraid of Facebook window, the Facebook group. So you can check it out there, wishing him a happy birthday. And you bumped into an interesting musician, you said, in Wildwood.
Yeah, when I was down Wildwood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his name's T.J. Young.
Okay.
And I was talking there for a little bit, and he was playing at Captain Jack's.
Okay.
On this patio, and he sparked interest in coming on the show, and maybe doing some songs for us, or maybe an interview or something like that. But I know he's down Wildwood all through the summer, and I told him plug him because I think he's going to be listening tonight too.
I hope so. Yeah.
Mondays, every Monday, every Thursday, and every Friday.
Okay.
Down in Wildwood.
Down in Wildwood.
Practically on the beach at Captain Jack's.
Fantastic, down in Wildwood.
On the patio. So this is some guy we might have on the show.
Yeah, we love original music.
It was really good. He did everything. He did everything from Bruno Mars to Frank Sinatra.
And he's got his own stuff too.
He's got his own stuff. Yeah,
which is what we really want.
He's got his own unique. He's got original songs, but he ended the night with, and he played for like 3 hours. But he ended the night with New York, New York by Frank Sinatra.
Oh,
which for a 23-year-old dude, I thought was kind of impressive.
Kind of like a Harry Connick Jr.
Yeah, yeah, and he sounded great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talented. So I mean, we should definitely have him on. You know, and you guys want to check him out down Wildwood, go for it.
Oh, so yeah, definitely. So I've been reading more books on hauntings.
Mm-hmm.
You know, trying to get more guests on the show. And there's a big difference between what Darcy Ort does when she collects the folklore, because she's out there acting as an historian, a folklorist. She's out there talking to people. She's researching archives. She's walking the beat.
Right.
She's a paranormal journalist like we are.
Mm-hmm.
So she's collecting these stories, and many of them haven't happened to her. So she's a folklorist. But then you've got these people that have paranormal experiences happen to them who write these books.
Mm.
And we've had many on the show, like Debbie Chestnut
Right.
and Galen Chauncey, who's a critic. But we have, I'm going to play it in a few minutes, we have her Waverly Hills EVPs and her she just did an investigation at Waverly Hills.
Wow.
And she went down and recorded us some stuff from that night.
Mm-hmm.
EVP she captured and
Right.
events that happened. It's a short little thing, but we're going to play it in a little bit from Galen Chauncey, who is our resident monster hunter.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be pretty good.
Right.
But what I was talking to Douglas Stanford, he's a magician we've been working with
Mm-hmm.
and talking to and kind of formulating some ideas with. And we were talking about doing some ghost investigations ourselves. Now, he's a professional magician, and I want him on the team because he can spot perfidy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he can spot when it's somebody who's trying to create a fake story to sell a book, to get a movie made out of it, you know, to become famous based on a hoax.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is these people set these things up, lie, and then they bring in eager ghost groups
Right.
who give them credibility.
Yeah. Right.
And it's an industry now.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, some of the people I talk to who write these books about these experiences, you start questioning them intensely, questions they're not prepared for, and they either cut you off or their answers start.
Sometimes these places, it's good for business. You know?
Yeah, that's it's a business.
And they want to, you know, they want to qualify as a real haunting, and
Right.
they bring people in. You know, they get money from it. I mean,
Right, yeah.
You know, and it's fraud.
Well, they're saying the Amityville Horror was probably
it's
a hoax,
fraud
yeah.
if it's not legit.
I wonder if sometimes something paranormal didn't happen to these people, but they've exaggerated, they've
Amityville?
cooked it, they've turned it, anybody, turned it, they plotted it, they've had an editor help them. Because there's always a difference. Paranormal stuff that happens in real life is not a crescendo, it's not a build-up. It's just a bunch of stuff that happens over time, sometimes small, sometimes major. But whenever you read these books or see these movies that are based on true stories, it always starts off small and then ends up with the walls bleeding and the Lutz family's running.
Right. Right.
And you can always tell there's a difference because real paranormal events don't work like this.
No.
And there's something about, I was reading an article about people who do these television shows half the time, and they're not just ghost hunting, they have a responsibility to provide content. So they're going to find content, they're going to find something. And some of these people are horrible if you watch them. We're not talking about Katrina Weidman, she does great. She just goes out there and tells a story, but there are some people that create something when they haven't found anything for these events.
Right.
But at least we know that our wonderful Galen Chauncey is not one of them. And she sent us some recordings from Waverly Hills, which I will be glad to play for you now on episode 51. And this is, well, first we'll do a promo, and then we will have Galen Chauncey from Waverly Hills Sanatorium, one of the most haunted places in the country. I almost forgot we had it. I was like,
What's that?
I forgot we had it. I almost didn't run it. It's a live show format, you know. Here, let me find that under segments. That's always say that's 7, and then we'll. And by the way, for everybody on Facebook, like I said, if you want to hear the show in addition to watching us, you got to open up a second tab at ParaX Radio Network. I put up the link up there, and some browsers can do it, some can't. So it's like I tried finding a way to pipe it into Facebook, and
Too hot for vodka.
yeah, it is now.
It's water.
It's water. Yeah, mine's vodka.
Yours
That's mine.
colored vodka.
Mine's Gatorade. By the way, we're a live show, so we got people coming in the background here, but fortunately we're running a little segment right now, so they can run their business and Yeah, that should be fine.
Trust me, you'd know if it was vodka.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when the other
I'd be like passing out here in front of the.
Let's not do that.
I know.
No, I do have sparkling wine under the table.
Oh yeah.
Because we're going over to Yanni's after
Oh,
this.
it's a BYOB.
It's a BYOB. I love Yanni's.
Nice.
Greek. It's right next door, and they do Greek food. And I've got a reservation, which you have to have tonight.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a given. You're gonna waiting for 2 hours if you.
You'll never get in. But we've got a table for two, and we'll be heading over. My wife should be coming back soon.
Cool.
Yeah, and so she can help me disassemble the equipment. Disassemble number 5.
That's actually what I meant.
You were doing.
That's what I meant.
You were doing short circuit.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
No disassemble.
Yeah. So we got 22 seconds on the promo. Then I'll run the Gavin thing, and the ghost story is about 7 minutes. So we'll need about 9 to close. So I'll probably run that at about 9 or about 6:50. And we'll have a little conversation after this segment, like 3 or 4 minutes. Sorry, Tom, you didn't jump in too much this episode.
That's all right, then. Let you guys do it.
And
You do the best.
what did I cut that out? Okay. Should have eased that out a little better. Just kind of, like I said, it's a live show, so it's. But yeah, so this is Galen Chauncey. She did a nice job. I should have sent it to you. I forgot. But she recorded it at Waverly Hills at a recent investigation. And she did a great job. She got some EVPs and she talked to some people. And, so we got to get back on the show. Our resident monster hunter, Galen Chauncey. And, we got Darcy coming on next week. She'll record with us. And then I'm going to talk to some other people. And I got the person to talk to at Pennhurst about doing a show there. We have a couple of connections,
Oh, Pennhurst, yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll have a Halloween or an October episode there.
Right.
And we've got the event coming up at Fort Mifflin on September 16th.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I can't wait for that. It's gonna be so awesome.
And they do a zombie walk here. I thought we could cover.
I might actually do that. Oh, wait, when is that?
I know. I gotta find out the
November.
exact. Yeah, I gotta find out the exact date. But I thought it might be a fun thing for us to cover and participate in.
Nice.
We could do it from here and also do part of the walk.
Okay.
Do a whole show based on zombies.
I want to do the walk.
Yeah, I want to do the walk.
3rd of November.
3rd of November. See, that's great. That's just after our
right after
October.
Halloween.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
It's something.
Yeah, it's essentially the first Friday of November.
Yeah, that's we
but it's
really.
the next event after Halloween.
Oh, it is first Friday? Okay, well, we'll be here anyway, probably.
Yeah, we'll probably be here anyway. So we'll participate in the zombie walk, and we'll come back and.
I think what time they actually start, I can't remember.
I know they do makeup early.
Might have been like the event itself started like 6:30, but I can't remember how much time they gave for makeup and stuff.
Yeah, I know you can come up early, and they'll dash you up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know who's doing that this year. I know a friend of mine owned the makeup shop down. It's closed now.
Yeah, they moved to.
Where'd they move to?
California.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, I
And it
thought
was-
they'd went out of business.
No, it was essentially. It was great to be the business.
But she
like,
needed. Yeah.
on the East Coast, but they were doing more business with places out there, and she's like, if we want to be what we need to be, we need to be there.
That's great. Okay.
It was one of those, I was really disappointed because that was a unique place to have
Yes,
in this
it was.
block, but I can't fault the logic, and I wish them the best. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping it works. But it sounds like it would.
Oh, it sounds like they built up. Delia was always very, very smart with her business, and I mean they were always hopping. They did Delia in the makeup shop down here, and
right.
she used to do. I don't know if you ever heard of her now, but she used to do a lot of like local television stuff and local movies and indie films. And
Well, like I have no idea which person was which, but one of the women that worked the shop
Yeah.
did like a Jersey Devil costume for the zombie walk,
cool.
Mm-hmm.
and it was like wings and it might have been like part bodysuit, but it was like head to toe. She was decked out.
yeah,
Really?
And
Pictures.
was couldn't walk 10 feet before somebody would ask her for a picture.
right. It was. Yeah, they do impressive work.
Great.
I'm really glad to hear that they moved.
Yeah,
You know,
because it looked like
Really?
that they were
wow.
just
It was-
gone.
it was-
And
and
now,
the
now I want to see it. It's like-
Well, it was funny because the Facebook page was like,
yeah.
we'll tell you something at some point. And it just made everybody go, what?
Yeah. Wow.
So I was glad.
That's
it
pretty
was
cool.
Good news, yeah.
That is good news.
Yeah, that is very good.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's a member of the HWA, and she knows a lot of the same contacts I know. And Cece just said, "Someone pull the latest Walking Dead comic and tell me what's going on." at Comic Zen in Lansdale. PA.
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies, and then they don't die.
We're going to kill off all the characters, but they're not really dead.
They're not really dead. They come back. Sometimes they come back. And when we've run out of plot, we'll do a prequel series.
Right.
Fear
the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead plot.
Right.
That's. What's like? I just watched a really freaky movie.
Hey, what's that? Talking Dead and Talking Saul and all this.
Right. Yeah, the Talking Saul.
Have you watched all of Saul, right?
Allison got into it on season 1 and she got hooked. So I couldn't watch the rest of season 3 without watching it with her. Yeah, she got hooked.
Oh,
I got her
didn't finish it yet?
No, I haven't finished. I was waiting for Allison to catch
wow.
up, and now they're not showing them. We're waiting for them to rebroadcast or get on Netflix so we can watch them together. No, yeah, I've seen like 5 episodes, and
okay.
And then Allison started watching them with me, and I've been like reserving shows for us because we have nothing to watch because she doesn't.
This is my favorite season so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been pretty good.
I mean, I've seen it all, so I've seen the entire season. So I can tell you, I think this is the best one yet.
Yeah, in fact, it's their best rated show right now. The Better Call Saul is their best rated show right now.
As far as the seasons, though, season 3 of Better Call Saul, I think is their best season yet.
Right.
I mean, 1 and 2 was good, but this one, everything's really coming together.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And you probably, I mean, if you've seen up to 5, you probably starting to see that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're starting to understand how he ended up.
Right.
All right, let me get an Afraid promo together. Right. I've got 2 minutes on this, and then I'll run a promo. And then we'll talk for a little bit, do the Strange Punishment folklore story, and then play the credits.
Cool.
I want to thank everyone who's on Facebook with us. I know we've had some people come and go. Also checking out ParaX Radio Network. You know, hanging out tonight with episode 51, Haunted Hudson Valley. And I apologize if I was a little glitchy tonight.
When are we going to do our Haunted Lansdale?
Well, first there has to be a haunting in Lansdale. We could create one, though, I think. I don't know, apparently you just need an Indian burial ground and some kind of satanic ritual, and then boom, you got a haunting. That's how they explain it every time.
We're gonna do like a live ghost sighting in Lansdale and put a sheet over Fox and just have them like run around. Like,
no, we'll get
it's real, I swear.
Yeah. Ooh, I am the ghost. Ooh. I am the ghost of quality and decency haunting you.
Why does that ghost have sandals on?
Because my ghostly feet hurt. We gotta get back into this. So 47 seconds on Galen, then I'll run the promo, and then we'll come back. And, forgot I put the parax on the end of each. Made life easier for myself, and then I forgot and started running them, and you know. Yeah, is the sound working on Facebook? Because it should be. I mean, NCC can let us know. Okay, well, I have no idea if it's working or not. I might have to restart the drive. It doesn't matter.
She said, I'm having fun watching you talk with the sound off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's odd. I don't wonder if it's having trouble or not. We'll have to ask again. Okay, 8, 7, 6.
Maybe we'll have to repeat what we said so she can hear.
Yeah. Oh, Pax hears us. Okay. Alright. Pax hears us. Great. Carly just popped on. Carly's an old friend I used to know from Molly's. Shout out to all my old friends there.
Molly
McGuire's.
Oh.
Not Molly Malone.
Molly Malone.
Oh, that's a great Irish song.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, so we got 17-7, 16-15. Love this board. Loving the board.
Oh, yeah.
God, what a great board. I got to get an amplified.
It is a very nice board. It's a very sexy board.
It is, and it costs about $70.
Yeah.
But it's really worth it. Okay, coming back on 3, 2, 1. And we're back. So that was Galen Chauncey, our resident monster hunter, the Boogeyman Hunter. She wrote the Boogeyman Chronicles, and you can find those on Amazon. Thank you, Galen, for recording that from Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
Yes,
one of the most notorious places. Now, for those of our listeners on the ParaX Radio Network, we were just talking about how there needs to be a haunting in Lansdale.
We were gonna. I mentioned how we should do a haunted Lansdale episode, but except Lansdale's not haunted.
There's nothing haunted.
There's
in
nothing
Lansdale.
haunted. So we're gonna put. So I said I'll put a sheet over Fox and just shoot him like ooh.
Ooh, I said I am the ghost of decency and good manners.
It's real. We swear.
We swear it's really real. Now let's go write a book and get a television show.
Why does that ghost have sandals?
Right, because spooky fox's feet hurt. Ooh. Oh, God. I'm sure I've heard of some haunted tales in Lansdale, but the nature of urban legend is that it could have been a house in Philly, it could have been a house in Ambler, and I've heard about it in Lansdale.
Right.
And some of these buildings, they've had murders in them. I mean, it is Lansdale, and there have been a lot of heroin addicts who have died, and I've heard ghosts appear on the train tracks. And
you're not making Lansdale very attractive to the listeners. It is Lansdale. Lots of murders, man.
Yeah, welcome to anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
It's kind of like Terrytown. You went to the Sleepy Hollow. It reminded me a lot of Lansdale. I love Lansdale.
Really? Reminded you of Lansdale?
A little bit.
Yeah, okay.
And we're coming from Comic Zen in Lansdale. Tim Hershey's bringing us back on First Fridays to do our live shows. So we're a little bit glitchy because I'm doing this on the fly here. Yeah, so I got my book. Mercy's here. If anybody wants to send me some money, I will send you a signed copy. I think the book is like $11. And if you send me shipping and handling over PayPal, I will sign you an inscripted copy.
That's right.
My horror hospital novel about my experience with cancer.
Including a little witty one-liner.
Was there a little?
No, I'm saying if they send it, you'll include a little
I
witty
will.
one-liner, right?
I will, exactly. Yes. I'll be like, I am the ghost of Lansdale. Ooh. But it's been a fun show so far.
It has.
And we're going to start winding down. I'm going to play another ghost story.
One more thing I want to mention.
Oh, yeah, of course.
With the upcoming election, you got to vote for
Nope.
Franklin.
No, we're not allowed to do political stuff. No.
We must vote for Franklin Roosevelt.
Yes. Oh, my pin.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I was going to say we can't do. Okay, this is fine. I got this in Hyde Park.
Yeah. I think that's one political thing we can do because that election's long over.
I gave one to Bill.
Yeah. Right.
By the way, Bill, loving you.
Yes.
Have fun at work when you're hearing the show because he listens in the morning.
Bill.
Bill's great. Bill's the man. So, this was a ghost story that's very popular right outside of Catskill, New York. So a little further up in the Hudson Valley. And we saw the area. It's beautiful. It's natural. A lot of hiking trails. Just south of Albany. And this is such a great and old story. I'm amazed that it's not more popular. I mean, of course, the Headless Horseman, and you get, the stories. I guess Washington Irving didn't write it, so it didn't become popular. But it's so juicy and good and about redemption, and it's set in a colonial America leading to the Revolutionary War. And I did a lot of research on it to write what I think is the definitive version. And I think we're gonna play that and then wind down the show.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before we go?
No.
Tom, how about you? Yeah, sorry, Tom didn't really get too much to talk with us.
I was in the group listening to what you guys got to say. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's okay. We didn't really give you too much of an opportunity. Well, so this is, by the way, everyone, we're live, so there are people coming in and out of Comic Zen. This is The Strange Punishment that I collected from Catskill, New York, on What Are You Afraid Of? Horror and Paranormal Show. And I think we're going to end it there.
Okay.
This is T. Fox Dunham.
This is Phil Thomas.
And this is Tom Capper.
And thank you for joining us on episode 51, Haunted Hudson Valley. And they'll be replaying this again at 9 p.m. on Para X. And we will have it available for download tonight, tomorrow from our many podcast services. We're on everywhere. iHeartRadio, we're iTunes, we're Google Play, we're everywhere. And we'll be on YouTube, and you can find us on our website at www.whatareyoufraidofpodcast.com, where you can also find our Ghost Story Archive with all of our recorded ghost stories with the audio versions, which make them special.
That's right.
So
you don't just have to read them; you can actually listen to them.
You can actually listen to them. They're great. So, well, thank you for joining us on What Are You Afraid Of? Yes, it's about our time.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll play this, then I'll run the closing credits, and I think we'll be good. Let me just make
Nice.
sure. Yeah, so about 6 minutes here.
Okay.
I'm trying to do complete time in episodes.
Right, yeah.
You know, and trying to time them out, so great.
Nice.
All right, well, my wife will get here any minute, so she was going to help me. We got reservations at 7:30, and I guess while the ghost story's going, for anybody who wants to hang out and talk with us, hello. Malcolm's here. Well, Malcolm Net. This is Malcolm. You've all seen him on Facebook. You know,
It's doppelganger Malcolm.
Malcolm Net. I know, right? You know, and remember, we're What Are You Afraid of? Horror and Paranormal Show. SCTV. Reference there. Would you like some milk? How you doing? Yeah, we're What Are You Afraid of? Horror and Paranormal Show. We're just closing the show right now, but we're doing a live broadcast, and actually we're not. We're kind of over Facebook right now. Come say hello.
Okay.
Shoot, we're on Facebook here. What's your name?
Hello, Kat.
Hey, Kat, how are you?
Excellent. How are you?
You got any ghost stories?
Oh, well, I guess the only one, when my brother died, he was a pipe organist, and he played the pipe organ, and they noticed that the pipe organ, where he used to play, you can have a certain thing, I think it's called a cipher, where a noise happens and you can't explain it, and so they would have those, like, shortly after he died.
So he was playing the pipe organ.
Yeah. So, you know, pipe organ, can't go wrong with that.
Do you mind if I write that down and have it recorded by one of our
No.
Facebook? You can take our card and so get in contact with us and I can...
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be great. Yeah, the pipe organist.
Yeah.
No, I'll write that up. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, we're here every first Friday. I'm at Comic Sen, and
I didn't realize that.
yeah, right now it's we're on mic's off, but we're on Facebook talking. But we're broadcasting a ghost story right now, and we're kind of closing the show.
I thought.
Yeah.
We're rebroadcasting at 9 if you want to.
Yeah, on like it's not live.
Yeah,
but you can
it's
check
live
us out on
now,
Paradex.
but we rebroadcast at 9.
But we're also
the recording that we just did.
We're also on all major podcast services.
Okay.
So you can find us on iTunes and iHeartRadio, and you can also find us on our website, which is on the thing, and listen to previous episodes. But we're all ghost stories, indie music, horror stuff, comedy, zombie stuff. We do a lot of zombie comedy. Zombie Thanksgiving.
Really?
Santa Claus comes to a world full of zombies that he didn't realize had been taken over. That was one of our Christmas episodes.
Zombie Christmas.
We had Montana Jordan interview the Krampus at Christmas time.
Oh my gosh.
It was great, and they actually fell in love.
That was funny.
We played that song from Rusty Cage, Krampus is Coming to Town. It was great. It was really good. You check out the episode. It was really...
Yeah, I'll have to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband loves this store, and so we probably will be here on First Friday.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'll
we're
have
here
to
every
get him-
first Friday.
get him to tell you a story. So are you done with your...
We're done tonight, yes.
Okay.
But if you come back next First Friday, we'll be glad to sit down and listen to your stories. You can sit down with us, and I'll
That'd be
write yours
fun.
up, and
That would be fun.
Tom will probably be here. Hopefully, we'll give him the opportunity to tell some more stories, too. We're sorry we didn't give you too much of them.
That's fine.
Yeah. And you know Frank Arrington?
Frank Arrington? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, actually, I do. Are you friends with him on Facebook?
Yeah, so he's really into plays, and he's really close with my husband.
These
So
friends
it's funny
come to
how-
my readings, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how what a tight circle this area is. And I came and heard you talk at the YMCA, and you might not remember
did you?
that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was a little
That's
while ago.
fine.
Was that the first time? Was that Andy, or was that...
That was before you were married, so that was ancient history. Because you've been married for a minute now.
Yeah, and she's right behind you.
You what?
She's right behind you.
Oh! Hey. Nice to meet you. I heard him talk at the YMCA before you got married, so this is a while.
You were there too. Oh, actually, you weren't that one. You were
No, you
working.
couldn't make that.
Yeah, right.
Your mother.
And then we did the Andy Kaufman one. And...
I gotta roll, man.
All right, Phil.
Yes. Bye, guys.
And then I'm trying
He
to...
says bye. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Have fun on your barbecue, man.
I will, thank you. We'll talk later tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, I'm just going to play the closing. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. We're off.
You don't need this now, right?
No, you can just unplug it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're